All right, douche boss. Dear Bill, first I want to say, I have all the episodes of Uninformed you did with the Teen Idol sensation on my phone and listen to them every day. But on to my dilemma. I'm 18 and work at the Finish Line at the mall, and my boss is a complete dick. Of course he is, because he's managing a Finish Line at the mall. You're 18. You got your whole life ahead of you. He probably fucking married the wrong person. He's starting to go bald. He's standing there wearing that referee uniform, going, hey, what did I tell you about the Chuck Taylors? You know, I thought I told you to fucking stalk them up in the back. Whatever the hell they say. Don't you just want to choke him with his whistle? Do they make you wear whistles there? Or is that athlete's foot? Or is that the Foot Locker? I don't know. Actually, you know something? I have like the worst collection of dirty white boy sneakers you're ever going to see in your life. Every time I look at my sneaker collection, I picture, you know, Keith Robinson or Patrice, if he was still alive. God damn it. Just trashing me. You know what's funny about how much I miss Patrice is the amount of times is when I miss that guy. How the fuck do I tell this story without fucking outing somebody? Somebody gave a fucking speech, you know, or whatever. Went on some rant about the state of comedy, and everybody thought it was fucking amazing. It was just one of those times where I wish Patrice was in the room when this person was was talking about it. That's when I miss that dude the fucking most. I missed him then. I missed him when Penn State, that Sandusky guy, when he gave the fucking interview. You know that interview when I think he was talking to Bob Costas, and they were going, do you like little boys? And he was like, do I like little boys? I mean, I enjoy their company. And, you know, somebody says, do you like little boys? There's one fucking answer. No, I don't. Okay? And fuck you for asking me that. And this guy's sitting there like, you know, like trying to work out the math in his head. And as creepy as it was to watch that, when I watched it, I was actually laughing, thinking of Patrice watching it, laughing hysterically, and how he would somehow get 25 minutes of material just out of that guy trying to figure out how to answer that question. And I swear to God, like, I don't know. We got this benefit coming up for him, and as just putting the thing together, it's just like going through him dying all over again. It's been fucking brutal, but good, and a good positive things because everybody bought up the tickets. But it's just been like this fucking the finality of it. It's just something like I even talk to all my buddies, like we bring him up like he's still around, and we'll talk about him like he's still around for 5 minutes before you just start looking at the ground. It's just fucking awful. I really do not wish that. You know, I don't know why you would, but and it's not even worth even stating, but I really don't wish this on fucking anybody because it's really just something when I'm 80, well, if I'm lucky enough, you know, the way I've been drinking lately. Let's just be a little more conservative. I'm 68. It's just something that's still just going to be, I'm coming to an acceptance that it's going to be as sad when I'm that age as it is right now. You know, so I figured I'd talk about that to add to the already not hilarious podcast that I'm doing this week. I'd add to the losing a close friend fucking vibe. You know, who's getting who? It really wasn't a funny fucking week out in the world. All right, douche boss. Where are we here? At the Finish Line, he is one of those guys who, okay, his boss is a complete dick. All right, and he says, he's one of those guys who got bullied all through high school and now actually has some control and takes it out on me and the other employees. How did you figure that out? Is that you just like psychologically breaking the guy down? I have to tell you something. There's nothing worse than watching somebody abuse their position of power, however small it is. You know, like this guy right here has no right getting mad at like an athlete who goes around being a dick because it's like, dude, you're doing the exact same thing. You just can't run a 440. But your head space is the exact same place as some, you know, egomaniac fucking athlete. You just suck at sports, so you sell the gear to people to go play sports. Anyways, He says he even steals out of the register at work and holds the special release shoes for him and his friends. He's 30 years old and tries to fuck the 16 and 17-year-olds who work there. Oh, my God. This guy's a character right out of the movies. You know, I worked with a guy like this. I used to work in a restaurant a long time ago. Sorry, I'm trying to get the Czech cereal out of my throat. I used to work with this guy, and basically, like, 4 or 5 of these guys bought into a restaurant. And the one guy who's going to be there every day, who's always the guy who ends up stealing. The silent partners always get fucked. His buy-in was he had all the equipment for the kitchen. So he I don't know, he had some other failed restaurant. He got all the equipment. But anyways, this guy was a cokehead. He used to steal out of the register. He used to fucking try to bang not the maitre d', the fucking maitre d's, whatever, the fucking chick who sits you down, the hot one, you know, who dresses classy. That skirt fucking going right over her shapely ass. Yeah, he used to try to fucking bang them all the goddamn time. And when they wouldn't give it up, they'd get fired, and then he'd be bringing a new one. And if that one ended up banging him, then she stuck around. It was brutal. So anyways, he goes, he harasses me and others, calling our phones repeatedly, telling us to come in on our days off, and leaves voicemails saying we are ignoring him. Jesus Christ, it's my fucking day off. Anyways, he goes, recently, he got the only cool manager fired because he said he was stealing. I don't really need this job, but would like to keep working here, but don't know how much longer I can take this. Any advice on what I should do would be appreciated. Sorry for it being so long. Go fuck yourself. It wasn't long at all. It just sounded long the way I read. Well, if you don't need the job, then I would quit. But what I wouldn't do is I wouldn't leave on bad terms. I don't know. Is it really going to matter? It's not like when you're 30, if you're looking for a new job, you're going to put on your resume, I worked at the finish line. Because at that point, you're going to be into a career. I don't know. You say, I don't really need this job, but would like to keep working here, but don't know how. Oh, so basically you're saying you like having walk-around money. Well, I would just get another job. Just get another job. Start the process of getting the fuck out of there. Like, nothing you're going to say to that guy is going to change that guy, and all that guy can do is kind of make your life difficult if you're trying to get another job at this point in your life. Just know that, like, he's at the tip of the iceberg of the awful life that he's going to be living. The way he's setting the table, you don't need to do anything to him because he's going to do it to himself. And it would really be bad if this guy was just such a negative force that you somehow got sucked into it. I know you probably fantasized about punching him in the face or telling the guy to go fuck himself, and then the girl that you have the crush on at the finish line walks out arm in arm with you guys, and you start your own sneaker store right across, and you watch him get fired. I know you've probably played that fantasy out in your head 100 times, but I would just get another job. Sound like you don't mind working. You're not afraid of working. You like having the money, but you just can't deal with this douche. So this is a great life lesson. You do not need to be surrounded by douches. You have the power. It's your fucking life. He's always going to be a douche. Just walk out of his life. Just be like, yeah, I don't need to be around this guy. And then one day when you run into him, after you get another job, hey, how come you left? And just be like, because, I don't know, dude, you were just, and don't curse at him or anything, because then it gives him an excuse to not see himself. And just be like, I don't know, man, you just kind of creep me out the way you were always hitting on girls who were like 16 and 17 years old. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I mean, that's cool. But, I'm just kind of not into that. So you have yourself a nice evening. And you just walk away from him. Maybe it'll work out like that. I have no idea. But I'd try and get yourself another job. All right? There you go. That's my advice. All right.